Good morning children, how are you all? I hope you all are fit and fine. So this is the fourth session of lesson 12 breaking in, okay, and today we will complete all the rest of the explanation, okay. Last para is left as you know, and rest of the paras already explanation is over in earlier sessions. So in this session we are going to complete this chapter. Okay children, so as you know that already I told you that this lesson teaches us the basic human values of kindness, sympathy and respect towards everybody, be it a human or a animal. We have to polite, we have to kind to the animals. So here, as you know that this chapter is about the who? This chapter is about the horse whose name is Black Beauty. Black Beauty is the hero and the narrator of a story. Of course, he is a baby at this point and doesn't even have a name yet, but for our purpose we will call him a beauty. The name, the master given the name, what is? Black Beauty. Okay. So here in this lesson already we have seen that the Black Beauty's training is already started. The master has started the training, and what are the difficulties he faced already I told you. So all of you just open your book, page number 81 we are going to see in the book. So children, you have opened page number 81. So till here explanation is over. Now we are going to start from this para. Now I am going to read it, just listen carefully. I must not forget to mention one part of my training which I have always considered a very great advantage. My master sent me for a fortnight to a neighboring farmer's who had a meadow. Meadow means a grassland where he can go and he can practice himself, which was skirted on one side by the railway, and near that railway line were there. Here were some sheep and cows, and I was turned in amongst them. So after that, what the beauty is saying, I must not forget to mention one part of my training. And what part he is going to mention? That which I have always considered a very great advantage. He got a great advantage, and what was the advantage? My master, means beauty is saying that my master sent me for a fortnight to a neighboring farmer's who had a meadow. Meadow means grassland, which was skirted one side by the railway and another side was railway line. So here some sheep, cows, and I was turned in amongst them. So he is living there for some days. And next line, I shall never forget the first train that ran by. I was feeding quietly near the pails. Pails means that here children you can see pails, the word is highlighted. Pails means the pointed sticks used to make a fence, means like a boundary, you know. So that is pails. So what the beauty is saying that I shall never forget the first train that ran by. I was feeding quietly near the pails which separated the meadow from the railway. There was one boundary, and the next side is railway and another side is meadow. When I heard a strange sound at a distance, and before I knew whence it came, with a rush and clatter and a putting out of smoke, a long black train of something flew by. Clatter means the rattling sound of the train, and what is that? And putting out of a smoke, and a long black train of something flew by and was gone almost before I could draw my breath. I turned and galloped to the further side of the meadow as fast as I could go, and there I stood snorting. Snorting means here, see the word snorting, means the explosive sound through the nose which the horse made. Okay, the one sound the horses made, that is exploding sound through the nose. That is, so means that the horse is saying that near that meadow the railway lines are there, and when the train passes I am getting very frightened every time. So I am very when the train passed from the meadow I used to get frightened. Okay. Now children, turn the page. So what the Black Beauty is saying, that when the train passes I stood snorting with astonishment and fear, means he is getting, astonishment means surprise, he is very surprised, and he was feeling he is getting frightened because of the sound of the train. In the course of the day many other trains went by, some more slowly. They drew up at the station close by and sometimes made an awful shriek. Awful means terrible, that is terrible sound, and groaned before they stop. Okay, so he is getting very frightened because of the train passes. So I thought it very dreadful. It very dreadful. But the cows went on eating very quietly and hardly raised their heads as the black frightful thing came puffing and grinding past. He is telling that rest of the animals, means cows and sheep, they are eating very quietly, they are sitting very quietly, but when the train passes I used to get frightened. Last para. For the first few days I could not feed in peace, means he was disturbed. Okay, I could not feed in peace, but as I found that this terrible creature never came into the field. He is thinking that the train is going to come in the field, so that's why he is getting frightened. So what he is saying now, this terrible creature never came into the field or did me any harm. Okay, I am safe. He is not going to, means the train is not going to harm. I began to disregard it, and very soon I cared as little about the passing of the train as the cows and sheep did, means the cows and sheep are also sitting quietly. So I used to sit like that, I am not going to scare. So since then I have seen many horses much alarmed and restive at the sight or sound of a steam engine, but thanks to my good master's care, I am as fearless as railway station as in my own stable. So now because of my master's good behavior, means he is very kind, is very good, he is taking care of me, because of this I am very fearless. Means now the Black Beauty is saying I am very fearless, now I am ready to accept anything, accept any challenge. Now the Black Beauty is ready to go anywhere. Okay, so that was the story of Black Beauty. Okay, so here our lesson Black Beauty is over. Once again I will summarize the story in a very short, just listen carefully. Black Beauty was growing into a handsome horse. He was confident that his master would not sell him till the age of 4. As his master believed that the colts should not work like horses, when he was 4 years old, one person came, whose name is Squire Gordon, came to see him, and after examining well, made him trot and gallop and seemed to like him. He said he would be a good horse when broken in, and his master agreed to break him in himself without scaring him. The master learned the process, the master began the process, and the very next day he began with the bit and the bridle. Next came the saddle. Once he got used to that, the master gently rode him The master gently rode him. The iron shoes followed, and then the stiff heavy collar around the neck, and the blinkers and the crupper. As a part of her training, Black Beauty was sent to the neighbor's meadow. Beside that, what was there? The railway. And he was terrified when the first train passed by with all the noise and the smoke. So earlier he was getting frightened. Now Black Beauty ran to the fastest end of the meadow. Over time, Black Beauty understood that the train would not come near him. The train is not going to harm him. So he was soon as at home as the railway station as in his own stable. Okay. So here the explanation of this chapter is over. Now what are the copy works are there? I am going to show you the copy, children. Just all of you open your copy. So children, already word meanings I have given you once again. Just look at there. Colts means young ones of horses. Chase, a light 2 or 4-wheeled carriage drawn by a horse. Harness means straps by which a horse is fastened to a cart. Weariness means tiredness. Pails, pointed sticks used to make a fence. Fence means the boundary. Okay. So these were the word meanings already I have given you. Write it properly. Now let's start the question answer. Answer the following. The first question is, Mr. Gordon examined Black Beauty closely. Why did he do so? What are some of the things that show that a horse is healthy? Then answer is, Mr. Gordon examined Black Beauty closely because he wanted to buy it. The eyes, the mouth, legs of the horse, along with its ability to walk, trot and gallop, are some of the things that show that a horse is healthy. Okay. Second question is, which are the things that helped Black Beauty not to mind wearing a bit and bridle? The answer is, the master's pats, kind words, gentle ways, offering of nice oaths, along with his own knowledge of his mother and all grown up horses wearing one, help him not to mind wearing a bit and a bridle. Next question is, what was the one advantage that Black Beauty had in the course of his training? Why does he consider it good? Being sent by his master for a fortnight to a neighboring farmer's is the one advantage that Black Beauty had in the course of his training. He considered it good because it helped to get used to train and not to be scared by them. Question number 4. How did Black Beauty react when he first saw a train? When Black Beauty first saw a train, he turned and galloped to the further side of the meadow at first as he could go, and there he stood, snorting with fear and astonishment. Okay. Now reference to the context question. I was thought very handsome. My master would not sell me till I was 4 years old. Whom is the passage about? The passage is about Black Beauty. Which words tells us that the others thought Black Beauty was very handsome? The words are, I was thought very handsome. Okay. Next question. Why would the master not sell him till he was 4 years old? The master would not sell him till he was 4 years old because he thought that colts ought not to work like horse till they were grown up. Next is, keeping in mind the speaker's description of himself, can you suggest any other name for him? What is that? Blackie. Okay. When he was, second reference, when he has been well broken in, he will do very well. Who is the speaker here and whom is he referring to? Squire Gordon is the speaker and he is referring to Black Beauty. Next, why does the speaker think he will do very well when he is broken in? The speaker thinks that he will do very well when he is broken in because then he will give the proper training. What could broken in means in this context? Explain in a sentence or a two. Means explain in one sentence or two. Broken in this context means to train a horse. Already I told you that what is broken in? To train a horse. Okay. Can the phrase break in be used in any other context? Use it in a sentence of your own in a new context and take your clue from the picture. Okay. Break in can also used to refer to an illegal entry into a home, office, etc. For example, there was a break in at the bank. So, one example we have given, one example is given. Break in can also used to refer an illegal entry into a home, office, etc. For example, there was break in at the bank. So, children, we have done word meaning. Answer these questions, reference to the context. Moving on to the next page, read between the lines. You will get the PDF. Do one thing, children, you can see question number 1, 2 and 3. This we will do in the copy. Question number 4 we will no need to do, okay, because the picture question is there. So, no need to do question number 4. Then question number 5 we will do. So, in read between the lines, how many questions we have to do? First, second, third, and this will be the fourth. This will be the fourth, okay. This question we will not going to do. Okay, children. So, now turn the page. On this page, page number 85, we have to do this exercise. Now, what is this? Complete the paragraph using the simple or continuous forms of the verbs given in the bracket in the correct tense. We have to write the continuous tenses. Already continuous tenses you have studied, there will be ing form. So, we have to use their continuous tenses, present or past. One day I dash, what will be the answer? Was walking in the woods when I saw. What will be the answer? Saw. A very strange sight. A bear and a fox were talking to each other. They were laughing at same joke. I found it very strange indeed. Just then the bear noticed, you have to add ed there, noticed me. He dashed up and dashed. He sat up and looked at me. Who dash? Who are you, sir? And what dash you dash in the forest? What are you doing in this forest? I dash means I replied, oh, hello, I am Rachit. I dash, I was playing with my friends just outside the woods when I dash a path. When I saw a path through the trees. So, I just started dash along the path. I just started walking along the path and dash here, reached here. Don't you know that this dash a magic forest? Don't you know that this is a magic forest? Dash the bear, said the bear. So, all the answers are written there and I will click the photo of this. I will send you the image also, okay. Then you can complete it. Moving on to the next page, there is pronunciation. This is not there. Pronunciation, time to listen. and time to speak, time to write. So, only one exercise is there in this chapter, and this is of page number 85, that image I will send you. So, you have to complete word meaning, question answer, reference to the context, and read between the lines, and this exercises. Okay, read between the lines. I already told you that first, second, third, and after that this will be the fourth. This fourth question will not do, you have to cross it. Okay. So, only 4 questions are there in read between the lines. Rest of that, answer these questions you will do, reference to the context and word meanings. So, this chapter is over, and we'll meet you with the new chapter in the next week. Okay, till then, goodbye and God bless you all.